Phil was anxious that his mother experienced his success. Phiklomena takes up the story.
When Philip first started to become famous, he arrived in town. He said, "Ma, we're doing the Free Trade Hall, and Slade are the lead band. They are the stars. And Thin Lizzy are supporting, and Susie Quattro. She's first on, Lizzy second." I arrived down into town and I saw the crowds and all the kids had caps on, "I'm Slade," written all over them, and the police was holding the crowds back. It was unbelievable. We get into the Free Trade Hall, I go backstage, and Philip is very agitated. And I'm talking away to him, and he's more or less, "Oh, why don't I go to my seat and sit down?" And all of a sudden he said, "Oh, you better go now, Ma," because... So as I walk out of his dressing room, this girl ran past me crying. And it was Susie Quattro. And what had happened was she'd gone on stage to do her piece, and they had all screamed, "We want Slade." Never listened. So I thought, wow, that's what Philip has to listen to. So I go to sit down in my seat, and all of a sudden I heard Philip and the boys came out. There was the three of them. And I heard some boy stand up and shout, "Get back to Africa, black arse." I was going to throttle him. I really was. How dare he call him? And all of a sudden Philip grabbed the mic and he screamed, "Give us a chance. Just give us a chance." And they did. And they got a better hearing than Susie on the night. And afterwards, of course, Slade went out and slayed them. And then they all came back to the bar at my place at the hotel. And noddy all of them. Great night was had.
We were touring with Slade, and they were just humongous. They were just the bee's knees in Britain. Everything was there, and we were just stunned by this band to go out there and get everything going. And, well, on the first night of that tour in Newcastle, the band went on, came off, and I believe it was Chaz Chandler came in the dressing room and just went crazy at the band and says, you know, if that's the kind of show that this band puts on, they can just forget it, they're off the tour. You know, because Philip in the early days didn't do a lot of moving. He used to stand there. He'd say nothing between songs. He was shy. This is one of the things I noticed in Skid Row when he was with him. He'd stand there, he'd be very shy, but you could feel this. To me, you know, like that's who I remembered seeing on stage, this very shy but very charismatic person. And he actually broke down using tears at this on the first night of the Slade tour. And from then on, he realised he had to get his act together, and then he started to chat to the audience. And to do that, he had to trust the audience. He had to give them what was inside him. And I don't think he'd really ever done that with anybody before in his life. And the audience took to this sincerity.
1 year later, Philip said, "Ma, we're appearing at the Free Trade Hall, and we are the stars of the show." And that night I was taken in a limousine to town, and the police held back the crowds, and I got into the Free Trade Hall and Star Treatment, and Lizzy let loose. It was the most amazing show, because they were now the stars of their own show. So I watched them rise, yes, yes.
Oh, I am just a cowboy, lonesome on the trail, starry night, campfire light. The coyote call and the howling winds wail. So I'll ride out to the old sundown. It's okay, amigos. You can let yourselves go. 'Cause I'll be riding here with you, riding in this road. Is the life for me.